right, there's no little number on the phone now. Can you guess what happened? The other day, did like a little test, and I was like, let's see if it's gonna end. And what happened? It ended. So apparently, I don't know, I didn't know anything about like videos, but apparently a 20-minute video takes up like 2.5 gigabytes. So I will literally be forced to choose soon whether I'm going to upload this stuff or not. Because I moved the stuff over to my computer. It took a long time. So if I'm gonna do it, then I need to move it over like once a week, or more. Or I just need to upload them and then get rid of them type thing. Because like, man, it took up all the space so fast. But now we're good, so let's see. Not too much to update on right now. Just eaten. I have not been sleeping well. Insomnia is going crazy. This time it's not just me like staying up until 7 a.m. or something. It's I was like emotionally drained, and then went to sleep at a decent-ish time, and then like I woke up probably like 30 times. So I feel dead today. Still shaky. Still weak feeling. Shakiness probably from the medication. It could be from something else underlying from the doctors I don't know about still. Weakness from the lack of energy. I'm gonna get back into the exercise routine really soon. I'll be doing that really soon. The stuff is set up in my room. It's just I definitely have to move it over because I thought that the rack thing would be fine in front of the closet, but it's really not, because I thought I'd be able to access the litter, but there's a support bar in the middle that pretty much precludes me from getting to the litter. I would have to like crawl and like, I don't know what the word is, adjust my body in like a weird way to be able to get in there to get the litter. So you may be asking, well, why didn't you fix it? And it has to do with energy stuff. This is just the truth. Is that an excuse? No, but that's like the truth of the matter. It's extremely difficult to do anything, even small, very, very small tasks. So I really just am going to move I already told you about the options before with where I can put it. I'm going to test out by putting it next to the TV first, because that's the closest location, and I'm just going to see if it works there. Like, I know there's enough space, but I just want to see if that'll be fine. Next to the bed would probably be even better, because there'll be plenty of space. But then if I put it next to the bed, then the bench is not going to go next to the bed. It's going to go like in front of the litter, which that will either make it easier to do the litter because I'll be able to sit on the bench, or it'll be slightly too far away from the litter and it will just get in my way again. So I have to test those two options out. Extremely rainy out today, and there's a truck in front of me and I can't see because the water from the bottom of the truck just keeps spraying into my car. Let's see. Played a little bit of Warframe for like a little bit yesterday. Just something to take the mind off, kind of focus on something tangible in the game. Got the book out. I want to start reading. Once again, why didn't you start reading it? It's just like, I love reading, I love exercising, but I want to do them the right way. So if I get too much into it and then I want to stop, I'll feel like even worse once I do it. So I end up just putting things off because of how detrimental it feels like it doesn't go the way that I wanted it to. Like for a task that's specifically about me, not like other things in my life or other people. Not other things or other people, but specifically for me, things don't go the anticipated way really ever. So when there's ones that are under my control that when there's things that are under my control that like I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to do for exercises, this is how much I'm going to read each day, for example, and then it doesn't go that way because of my energy, my emotional state or something like that, it just feels even worse. So I kind of just want myself to be ready so I can just consistently do that stuff every single day. And I know that sounds just crazy, like I should be just doing a little bit each day to get myself back in the groove, and that's the plan, but it's like, it's so difficult to explain. Like my sense of time is not there, I have no sense of time. I don't even realize like going from doing a few things I need to do when I get home to sitting down for a second and it's like, oh, it's pretty much the end of the night and I only have a few hours of sleep now. Like I just don't even realize it. And that goes hand in hand with like the thing that I was saying before about reading, or not reading, about eating food. It's like I just won't even realize, oh, I should have eaten a while ago. And like I really got to get back in the groove of that. And I've been doing pretty good. So, because before when I was gaining like a ton of weight consistently every single week, and I put on like 70 pounds, I was eating what I needed to every single day. And then like on the weekend, here and there, if I went somewhere to get food with a friend or something, I would still eat what I normally would eat plus the extra stuff on top of it. So like I just always had calorie surplus. And technically because of how thin I am right now, aside from my stomach is still like, I think I just have a lot of visceral fat. But anyway, because of how thin I am, I'm always going to really be in a surplus, but I want to be in a dense surplus so that so it doesn't feel like bad when I'm exercising and I want to have more food. I just want it to always be like a lot of food so that my body just feels consistent, if that makes sense. At least for like a year or two while I'm getting back into the groove. And I haven't watched any of these videos of mine or like tested them out, but I assume that the background noise is really loud and maybe it's like impossible to hear me. I have no idea. I just don't even want to check. So we'll see once I decide. Like I said, I'm gonna have to decide pretty soon because I'm not gonna have infinite space on my computer. I actually do not have that much space right now in general, so like I need to probably decide within a week or two what I'm going to be doing with this stuff. And then go from there. Days just go by so fast. The weeks are going by typically really fast. It's moderately fast this week, but yeah. I think that I would feel like a lot better if the rest of my house was clean, which is not on me. I think I mentioned before, it's on somebody else. So like, I mean, I clean it though each week. So I think that would make me feel better and more apt to like do the small tasks that I need to do, like moving the rack and see if it functions better in the one spot or whatever. Because my last place, that's just how I felt I could do things in my own space. Aside from like my energy deficiency, when I had a boost of energy, I could pretty much do it just fine. What else? I haven't really been watching any shows or anything like that, which is crazy for me because I've watched them consistently for years. But it's just like, since I've seen so many like cartoons and movies and stuff at this point, it's just like they really have to change things up or make them interesting for me to care. Because I've seen so many good ones, but I've seen so many more bad ones. And by bad, I just mean like some could be decent, but they're like bad in comparison to the good ones, and it's just like, why would I even want to watch that? So just have like no patience for stuff that's not very good anymore. With movies, it's a little bit different. Shows, I don't have the patience, but like movies, because I know that it's just like one piece of the, not one piece, but I know that it's just like one piece of the puzzle for the movie. Like, let's say there's 3 of them, or even just one movie. Okay, I can watch the movie, is it good, whatever. There's 3 parts, okay. With a show, there's like 10, 12, 24 or more. Sometimes they can be like 10 minutes, they could be like 20 minutes, they could be an hour. So it really just depends. Now I'm just rambling about nothing, probably not making any points at all. It sounds super vague. It makes sense in my own head, but it doesn't really make any sense to anyone else probably. Let's see what else is going on. Those few items that I was saying before, put on that extra list on my phone, those are still there. Like buying a shovel and an axe. Like getting a couple more things for my vehicle. Getting things that need to be bought, purchased sooner rather than later, as long as I have the money. So get these things out of the way. And I even wrote down on that list to fix my normal list. It's not, and I've been doing this for years, where I'm like, oh, I fix it, it goes back, fix it, go back. And for like the entire year, it was maybe even longer than that. It was perfect. Like, I was doing stuff consistently, and I still pretty much am. But I was doing something every single day and getting a thing done every single day. Had the list referred to every single day. Lately, I haven't been referring to it, though. That's the thing. And is it because of the medication? Is it because of my emotional state? Is it because I'm just having such a difficult time with certain things that it's just not it doesn't feel in the back of my mind as a priority, even though it feels like that in the front of my mind? I don't really know exactly why it is, but I'm aware of it. And so I can observe that easily, but it's like, so I wrote down to fix it so that I can put all the things that are on that newer list on the normal list, so I can get those things done and get back to the other things that need to be done. Organizing my list of shows, organizing and downloading the music that I want. Like, I don't need to do those things, but I would feel like a task is out of the way. It's kind of like in a game where it's like, okay, do I need to do that mission? No, because they're going to have the special version of the mission next week anyway, so I can just do that mission next week. Maybe that's not a good example. That's a bad example. There's a cloak, let's just say like a cloak or something that you really want in the game, but you're never going to use it because the fashion is just so much worse than what you already have. But it's the task that you need to do to get it is just an overwhelming, difficult task, and so a small percentage of the people that play the game have it, so it's like rare and it's cool to have it, or something like that. Let's say you care about something like that. It's kind of like that, where to me, this is a task, for example, with downloading the music. I don't need to do it, but in the back of my mind, like, let's say something happens in the world and I have no access to like the internet or something, but I have like this downloaded music that I can just listen to until my electronic device dies out, then I like the idea of that. That idea in my head gives me like a comfort for the future. And not to mention just being able to like, I go on a flight or something, or go on a long drive where there's no connection, and I have the downloaded music, so then I'm never gonna have to listen to like the radio or just nothing. So I like the idea of that too. So it doesn't need to be done, but it's like an extremely overwhelmingly long process to like go through and download all the ones that I want. And then, yeah, there's other like similar tasks to that, and then there's tasks that are just daily to remember consistently to do. Like, if you're gonna brush your teeth and floss every day, I should also be like reading and exercising every day type thing. There should be certain things, for at least in my life, that I want to be done every day by me, so that I can feel better about moving forward in my timeline and like getting better all the time. And I think I need to really pay attention to that list anyway, because I'm pretty sure I have doctor's appointments coming up pretty soon. I'll probably send out an email or something anyway, but still. Yeah, we'll see. It's just been the rambling episode again. It's pretty much just how it's going to be until I didn't write down the idea again. And that is also on the list. So just like, once again, like, things that I need to be consistent each day are not fully there yet. This is like me recording the process of trying to get to that point. So yeah, I'll be recording another one tomorrow. Emotionally exhausted. Every day I'm physically exhausted because of like the zero energy and insomnia, stomach pain and all that, like depression, but emotionally exhausted too. Somewhat mentally drained. Like, man, I had planned to do things last night, like what I've been saying on here, moving around the stuff to be more efficient in the room, getting started with certain things, writing down ideas for the next day for the video, re-upping my healthcare stuff, like just so many different things. I still have it all written down, but like I was planning on doing it in like just the emotional hit on top of what else is already going on. Just it's so difficult to do anything already. And it's just like the extra stuff going on last night just like essentially put me in stasis, like paralyzed me. Just went to sleep. Absolutely so exhausted. I'm just gonna have to function at a super slow pace today. Didn't even make my protein drink. I should have. So I'm probably gonna end up being like, my stomach is probably gonna hurt even more at work. Figure out what I'm gonna do. My situation being incredibly vague with what I'm talking about. Running like a snail right now, just functioning very slowly. Man, I had like simple things to do as well yesterday. Didn't even go through my food because I was just so exhausted. Just went to sleep. And I did wake up a few times, but it wasn't like 30 times like before. So you would think that I would feel a little bit better, but I don't. Super shaky again this morning. I just don't even know at this point what's causing it. Is it the medicine? Is it the iron? Is it my sugar? I really don't know. it's coming up like beginning of next month. And the psychiatrist is either at the end of this month or it's like January. I can't remember. I have to look at my list. Don't have an endocrinologist appointment right now because I've gone through so many steps with them. It seems pointless. So I think, plus it's like a far drive for me now. I think that I can just go through the primary doctor for the rest of it since he's the one that referred me anyway. We'll see. I was gonna pull an all-nighter last night because in general at first I was like relaxing a little bit after work, took like a shower because I just felt like it, and I was gonna watch a show with somebody's, play a game for maybe like an hour or two with my cousin, and hang with the cats. And like the rest of the night up until going to work, I was just gonna pull an all-nighter and like do half of the stuff that I've been talking about. And I was like prepared to do that. And then all the emotional stress on top of the physical just piled in. Other buddy is, he has to work all the time and he has terrible shifts and it's extremely stressful and difficult. Like, the environment sucks. He's moving to a day shift thing soon, so I'm excited about that because ever since I started this other job, we haven't been able to chat as much because of the time difference of when he goes to work, when I go to work, when we go to sleep. Like, we're both going to sleep at like 7 a.m. or so. Now I'm like waking up 2 hours, or like just an hour after that, or like 8. So it's weird not being able to talk each night and stuff and hang out, converse, but I think that's going to be changing again, so that's going to be really cool. Yeah, I really got to figure out what I'm going to do about my situation. Because it's just weighing and wearing on me. Just don't ever feel good. Really not saying that much today. I mean, it's just like I was gonna have a decent amount to say based on what I was gonna be doing last night. So I don't really know now. I think I'm gonna put a decent size SD card on my phone. I removed it a long time ago and I don't know why I never put it back, but I think I'm going to do that so I can figure out how to store videos and pictures and whatnot directly to the SD card instead of it going to the internal storage and having to move it over. I think I'm going to try to get my phone to just automatically save it to the SD so that I can, like, once a week transfer the video stuff over, since it's going it'll take up a decent amount of space. And I think that'll just be better. I'm not sure yet what's going to be going on with it. If I do end up uploading this stuff, then should I do it from my phone? Should I do it from my computer? Probably from the computer, because it's upload. And since I have a direct connection with that, it should be smoother to upload, hopefully faster. And I'm realizing now that I'm recording it in portrait, so I don't know how that's going to look when I put it onto the video. Like, is it going to be just me in the middle of the screen? Am I going to end up having to turn my phone so that it doesn't look like portrait? Or is it better to be in portrait? I don't know. There's no way that it can be normal to be like this shaky and stuff all the time. So fogged right now. I just have no clarity. Like I said, I'm just gonna have to just be super slow moving today, which sucks because this day, particularly toward the end of the work day, is just significantly more work. So either I'm going to end up being there later, or it's just going to suck really bad. Just how I'm functioning. I probably should have had a pre-workout, because I don't know if I've talked about it on here or not, can't remember. But taking a pre-workout without exercising, because I never use pre-workout to exercise. I've tried pre-workout with exercising, and I feel like you should be able to function without it, because you're putting stuff into your body, whether it's caffeine or extra vitamins or whatever it is, whatever mix that they do, you're putting it into your body so you can function better. And I think you should just function better on your own. Maybe use a pre-workout if you're going to be doing like something significant, like maybe the day that you increase your weight or you increase your reps or something, like, which would be the start of whatever thing you're doing. So that would be, let's say you're going to add 5 pounds to 3 different workouts, and those 3 workouts are like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and they're different workouts. And take the pre-workout for that day that you added. Like, that could work. You don't have to take it at all, but like, if you want to take it, it would make sense to do it because, okay, your body's ready to move on to a few more pounds. You can give it a little bit more energy, and then use it those days, and then the next week when you're still doing that amount of weight, just don't use the pre-workout, and you'll be like back to not having to do it. I don't know. I don't know if that would work for everybody, but that would probably work for me. I just don't. The point is, I don't really use pre-workout at all. I just have it to try the flavors and in case I feel like I need it, because the stuff helps somewhat with my energy. Not really my energy, but like my ability to do things, kind of. When I don't have energy, it like helps my ability to do things. And I think that it just what am I trying to say right now? Losing my train of thought. Yeah, I don't use it for exercise like you're supposed to. You're supposed to do like a bunch of physical activity. Any activity, like doing things wise, is difficult with how my energy deficiency is. So if there's something that I really feel like I need to do and I just don't have that boost that day, or I'm like, I can feel that I'm really close to being able to do something, then I'll like take the pre-workout, and it sometimes will help. So the point is, I've been rambling for like 5 minutes about nothing, trying to get through this fog in my head. The point is, I probably should have taken some of that today before leaving. I don't know if I'd feel better, but I would assume that it would be better than what it is right now. And I would assume that like Vyvanse or Adderall or Ritalin or something would be extremely helpful to be able to do anything. Obviously they're controlled substances though, so like even if I got prescribed it, I would only use it like how I use a pre-workout, just every so often, because they run out of these substances so much, because just like every human on the planet can benefit from it. So there's plenty of people that don't need it that take it. And I don't know if it would be better than like the pre-workout. And I'm assuming the pre-workout helps because it's like a crazy amount of caffeine, like more than an energy drink, and because of whatever blend is in there, that like makes you can like kind of feel tingliness in your blood and stuff. Yeah, so that's why I'm assuming that like an energy drink or coffee doesn't do anything to me. Like they just taste good, but they don't give me any sort of boost. Like could even put me to sleep, but the pre-workout kind of does something. Like I feel something in my body going on a little bit. So I would assume that like an upping medication like that would probably help. I don't know. Doesn't matter. There's no reason to really like ponder it too much right now. I know the idea of it and I can talk about it another time. Yeah, I haven't said anything in this recording. The point is just to show the struggle, the daily whatever I'm going through, and the wins that happen along the way, because there's plenty of good stuff. Just gotta crawl through the difficulty each day. Anyway, I'm probably just gonna stop it here in a second because I don't really have anything to say at all. I'll be back tomorrow. Not a driving one this time. Just sitting in the room, laying down, having an extremely difficult time doing anything today. No energy, like at all. Not focused on any particular thing. On top of that, just not feeling good. Sitting with the cats. Tried to call about my prescription thing, and it's just not ready yet, so that's fine. It's not super dire right now anyway. Tried to call about my health insurance because the time limit's going to be up on that pretty soon to renew, and they're just not open on the weekend. I thought that the help center was, but it's not. And of course it's open during like the times that I work. So we'll see what I'm going to do about that. I'm not sure yet. I would just like to renew what I have if that's possible. I don't know if it is. If not, I'll just call in the morning, and if it can't renew it that way, then I'll do it online somehow. Through the marketplace or whatever. Pulled up ice for a little bit, pulled up X for a little bit, pulled up distortion for a little bit, just like stream to stream to stream. Ate food, took a shower, just felt like taking a shower. Thunder stepping all over me, trying to lay with me, cuddle with me. Lightning's just asleep right there. I will be feeding the cats again in a little bit, doing the litter. So maybe around that time I'll be able to do some other things. Not like a ton to do. Like I get to go grocery shopping tomorrow. I was gonna buy an axe and a shovel today, but I mean, I guess I still could, but I don't have anything in me to just go there. I don't need it right now anyway. I'll go buy another small bundle of wood, and then I'll buy an axe and a shovel, and then I'll start cutting my own. It'll be fine. So I don't need to go today anyway. I just have to remember, like, things don't have to be done right away. It doesn't have to be immediate. I was gonna remove another closet door, put them in the shed. It's like a simple task. It's just a little bit time consuming because of screws, but so that's something else I can do. I just haven't done it. Did move around the exercise equipment a little bit. I'm gonna test it out, hopefully, in a little while. That's the plan. It's just like the majority of the days are like this, where it's extremely difficult to do anything. Constantly shaky, constantly exhausted. Not really like complaining at all. Well, Thunder accidentally turned off the video at like 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes or something like that. So I've never had to cut up a video, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah. I think I was saying that I'm not like complaining about anything. I'm just describing it. That's the whole point of all this. Just like track how I'm feeling, what's going on. I was gonna record this earlier because I've been feeling like this for hours, but couldn't even get myself to do that. Finally, I'm actually doing it. I wanted to be out in the car, but I'm just doing it right here. Thunder has to lay right next to me. Lightning's laying right there too. There's like none of the stuff on the newer list that I was talking about before has to be done like right now. Really, the only thing that has to be done right as soon as possible is the healthcare stuff. None of the other stuff has to be done right now. It's just about completing things as they come up or occur to me rather than like letting them stack up. If I think of something that I need to do, I should just do it. If there's a moment, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I keep losing track of what I'm saying. He's gonna keep turning off this video. He just keeps sticking out his little paws. Yeah, there's plenty of things that are important to do right away, and there's plenty of things that I want to get started and finish up. But some of these things they don't have to be done right away, and I have to be okay with that. I have to realize that it's fine if they're not done right now. It's fine if it's completed another time or whatever. Are they trying to tell me something right now to like turn this off? Because they both keep putting their paws on it. I suppose I could hold it, but I'm not right now. I think the idea that just like there's so many things that I can be doing to get done or improve whatever it is. I think the idea of having so many things is like feels good on its own to know there's always something to do. At the same time, it's overwhelming. And I know starting to realize that I'm being like very vague a lot of the time. It's not on purpose. It's just I know I'm trying to learn how to speak rather than just think, because to me it makes sense in my head. It makes sense when I'm saying it as I'm trying to translate my thoughts into voice. So I think I'm going to get the hang of it more and more as I do this more and more. It's just it's like I'm always trying to find another thing to add to the list, not like racking my brain trying to add things. I just end up just thinking about something that I want to be improved or want to get done or want to do because of whatever reason it is that day. Thunder and lightning are purring so much. They're just being so sweet. So it does help, since they always want to lay with me, it does help relax me a little bit because I am not just completely surrendering all my time. I am spending it with them. So it is like emotional connection time with them and resting time with them. Like I know that they want to spend time with me too. And when I'm working or gone, they don't get to do that. So these days where I am having a really difficult time, probably pretty good as long as I'm with spending time with them, which I am pretty much all the time. I think the biggest thing that I need to do tonight, if I don't do anything, even if I don't remove the doors, like the easiest thing, the biggest thing that I have to do today before going to sleep is put those new slight things, that new list, onto my current daily list. Put them on one thing, maybe two, if it's really easy. At least one thing each day, like I've been doing, to get rid of that list, since I keep just making different ones without even realizing it. Put it on there and follow it for that day. When I have like 10 things to do in one day, it's like I don't want to do it. But when I have one thing, it's a lot easier to do. And even if you have to break it down into even smaller parts, it's one thing, but can it be done in 3 parts or whatever? And doing it like that. Those days and weeks and months are just going to go by. It's really not being dramatic saying that, it's actually the truth. The time just flies. So we'll see. That's the thing that I have to do at the very, very least. I have to put everything onto like which day I'm gonna do what. Because if I'm not going to do those few things today, or if I can't do them for some reason, then I have to just choose a day to do it. Like I've been doing with everything else. Probably couldn't see them there because it's dark in here now. They're both laying with me. It's really nice. I have to enjoy the moment, the present moment as well. So I'm not the only one that's going through time, so are they. Spending time with them is really important to me, so I am doing one of the tasks that I need to be doing in a way. Yeah, I don't really know what else needs to be done. I don't know why I'm thinking like that. See, I've just caught myself thinking about like, oh, what other things need to be done? How about I just focus on the many things that I already have written down. It's like, what the heck, man? Don't even realize that I'm doing it most of the time. Good thing I caught myself just now. They both keep yawning like crazy. Something each day. Something has to be done each day. The system has been set up pretty well. My system where I have one thing or a broken down part of a thing each day. And I am getting caught up. It's taking, I'm going into like, how long have I been doing this? I think I've been doing this since October of 2022. So I'm pretty much just going into the third year. Catching up on like 10, 11 years worth of things. So really it's a decent amount, and there's things that pop up in everybody's life all the time. So I'm constantly adding things. But things are moving forward. It's very debilitating on days like this, where I'm like, feels like I'm not doing much. I will I will be getting to it though. I keep saying that. I've been saying that for 4 hours now. But it's gonna happen. I'm gonna end it there for right now. Maybe I'll come back a little bit later, but definitely tomorrow.